Aha, asa, dude, and welcome back to another episode of the Anthill Channel. Do. Now, this episode is going to be a little scattered, but that's okay. Let's just start here with the odontomachus clarus. Now, this is a native trapjaw ant here in Arizona. Now, this is easily one of my favorite ants that I own. I mean, just look at this little queen go. So ferocious, so fierce. I love it. Now, one thing that's worth noting is she doesn't actually eat with her mandibles. They're not like teeth. It's more like a clamp, just to keep prey still. But since this is a dead mealworm that I cut up, it's quite easy to access the juicy innards within. And it's not squirming around, so we're able to just watch her eat. And it's really cool when she backs up. We're able to see these like fingers coming out of her mouth. Now, they're actually not coming out of her mouth. They're located on her bottom lip, called her labium, and these are called labial palp. They're a sensory appendage that helps her feel for food. Remember, ants are normally underground, where there is no light at all, so they don't really go by sight most of the time. So these little fingers, or labial palp, really just help the queen find food. That's awesome. Now, this queen is looking a little skinny. Right now I'm feeding her once every 3 days, so I'm going to go ahead and up that feeding schedule to once every 2 days and hope that this helps her fatten up a bit. Alright, now I don't want to stress this queen out, so I'm going to go ahead and put her back up and pull out another queen to show off. So, good night, Mrs. Odontomachus, which we still need a name for, and let's say hello to the pogonomyrmex. Now, I'm pretty sure that this is a pogonomyrmex occidentalis. This is the western harvester ant. But I'm a little bit skeptical, mostly because of this mandible. Every time I've zoomed in on a mandible of an ant, they've always had serrated teeth on there, like shark's teeth or a saw blade. But for this ant, they were flat, except for the very end. This is very interesting to me because I've never seen it before. It reminds me a lot of the Orcai scimitars, but either way, this is really cool to see. I was able to zoom in a bit further, and there is evidence of a tooth pattern on her mandible. It's just like a webbing has grown in between, making it flat. This is crazy to me, but let me know if you've ever seen this or if you can identify it. Right now my money is on the pogonomyrmex occidentalis, western harvester ant. Let me know what you think. Either way, what a beautiful queen. I'm excited to see what the mandibles of the workers look like. I wonder if it'll be the same. Either way, let's go ahead and get her set up somewhere that I can feed her more easily. After all, this is a semi-claustral ant, so she will need to forage. I've decided to do a little ant science. Now, normally the pogonomyrmex likes a very rocky nest area, but I have noticed them in my flower beds before, so I'm curious if the soil is going to help at all. Maybe it'll keep it more moist for the eggs, maybe they won't like it, they'll produce faster. It's all just trial and error here. So I have a few setups, and this one is going to be soil. There is a bit of rock at the bottom, and it shouldn't hurt the ant. Hopefully. If it is, let me know and I can fix it. But either way, this queen is in here, and now it's going to be a lot easier to feed her. Now let's see what else we have for today. Alright, so for this next part, we have a few queens that are out of water. So to fix this, I just went on Temu and got a few acrylic containers. I then put some mesh ventilation on them and a few ports for future use. Now I went ahead and added some sand in here for a more natural look. As well, I have a small piece of a cactus skeleton, which looks super cool. It's also going to help keep the test tube out of the sand. That way we don't lose all of our water. I also added some supplies in case they were hungry or thirsty. They can eat this little cracker or some sugar water. That's where they get most of their energy from. Once workers arrive, we'll want to add protein, but for now, this will be suitable. Now it's time for the queens. For this one, we have a solenopsis xyloni. This is the native fire ant here in Arizona. Now the solenopsis xyloni is actually the first queen that I ever caught. That was a while ago, not this queen, but I am excited to have another now. This is awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and figure out where to put this queen. I think I'm gonna put her under the pinning cabinet for now. Yes, that shot was just to show off my pinning cabinet, but I put a lot of work into it, so come on, son. Anyways, alright, so we have one, but we have a few more queens that need water, so I'm basically just gonna copy and paste here. Boom, boom. Alright, now this other queen is actually 2 queens. Yep, these are 2 forelius queens. I believe that this is the forelius mccooki. I absolutely love these ones, especially because they can't sting, though they can spray poop at you, so tomato potato. But here, when you put them side by side, you can definitely see the difference between a forelius genus and a solenopsis genus. Very interesting. They're both ants, but vastly different. It's all about the detail. Alright, so we have 1 and 2, but we still need 3. So 1, 2, and there we go. That was easy enough. Alright, so who do we have in here? Now this is actually another solenopsis. This is the solenopsis fugax. I mean, practically microscopic. So the test tube that she's in is already about half the size of this test tube, and she still looks tiny in it. But she's still a solenopsis, just like this ant. Just so small. The differences between ants still amazes me. Either way, there we go. I don't want to stress anyone out too much. Just wanted to give them some extra water because they were running out in their test tube. So they can go ahead and sit right here next to my Lasius ants. This is the Lasius neoniger. I really like these ants. They're super docile. Check out that healthy brood pile already. Let's see her sister. Whoa, okay, almost double. Wow, I caught these 2 on the same day. That's impressive. Good job, mamas. Keep it going. Now, this ant can't sting either. They're more like the forelius where they can spray, but this one sprays formic acid, so watch out for that. Alright, now let's not stress anyone out too much. I think that's a good... Wait! Okay, there was one more. I found one more that needed water. This is the brachymyrmex depilis, the hairless rover ant. Now this queen is about the same size as the solenopsis fugax, so very small. So I'm excited to see how big the workers are going to be. I can only imagine tiny. Alright, there is all the queens cared for now. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Alright, there we go. That's everyone cared for. Alright, I think that's a pretty good place to call it an episode. So, good night, queens, and thank you for watching the Anthill channel. Have a great night, toodaloo, and roll tide.